Sacramento, keep the cam on. We're cut the police. Every hood, every block, every light, every street. Document the police. Exercise your rights, we ain't backing off now. Woo. We united in the city, yeah, we standing our ground. Hey, document the police. Hey, Sacramento, woo. Keep the cam on. For the homies and the elders and the kids we teach. From the heights to the view, let the whole town see.
Am I going to be famous too? You're going to put me on your YouTube video?
Are you going to be YouTube famous?
Lemon pound cake, pound cake.
When we stand as one, woo! That's community. Art and arcade, we parade in the daylight, keeping it lawful. Still we don't play nice. Rancho Cordova to the gardens, we check badge numbers. Talk calm, quote code, make them feel the pressure. Northgate, Southland Park, we spark minds. Tell a youngin' you can film from...
Hey folks, welcome in. Thank you for joining us on a Tuesday night over at the Sacramento Community Watch Network. I am your host, Reno News Now, also known as the Lieutenant Commander over at Sacramento Community Watch and the ADHD Auditor. Welcome in. Again, with me as always, but preventing me from doing laundry is Sacramento Community Watch. Chief Sealand, how are you doing tonight, sir?
Forgetting none of that shit. What's up, everybody? What's up? Thanks for joining us. What's up? We appreciate
the man who finally came into the stream early, but yet it still made us late for tonight.
We're still on time. Come on.
We're still on time. Yeah, no, we're on Chief England time, folks. So Sacramento Community Watch time, as we call it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, folks. So we're gonna go, as always, right into the briefing. Where's my little?
It's time for the briefing. Challenge authority, champion truth. Know your rights.
And
Yes,
as
sir.
folks, this is where we kind of do a little housekeeping. We do get you caught up on stuff like Auditor news. In case you haven't heard it, Long Island Audit, Sean Paul Reyes has gotten a court date for when he's going to get his verdict on the trespassing on the superintendent and disgraced Connecticut State Trooper Brian Fahey. So hopefully we'll get a not guilty verdict on that, and that would be awesome because he did represent himself pro se. The other thing is, too, folks, we got a story from I forget his name now. I don't have my notes up on the screen here. Vigilantioch. So he's one of our feature presentations. But as you all folks know, here over at Sacramento Community Watch, we have a thing with Miss Lindsay Smith's makeup. I went ahead and asked AI to redo her makeup, folks. So if you want to see that earlier in the stream, then before we get to it over at the Vigilantioch segment where I'll reveal it, let's see some super chats come in, folks. So yeah, give us some super chats and I'll show you the makeup, the makeup early, the makeup that we've done on Miss Smith here over at Sacramento PD.
Yeah, let me remind everybody who she is. So this is the dirtbag officer that she is on the bike patrol unit. They ride up and down the street screaming out our names and stuff during our live stream, just being tyrannical and unprofessional. We've had run-ins with her, and every time we run into her, it's words, and it's going to be words every time because she's a dirtbag and they're disrespectful and they like to dox people, members of the public, when they're out recording them. They just don't want to be recorded. So
and all she was doing was playing she played a glorified secretary and basically wrote a transcript for her police report on your arrest whenever you were quote unquote keeping. So yeah, go figure that one out. So just throwing it out there, Vigilantioch, and we'll let you guys figure that out. Well, so again, folks, welcome in. So this is what we're going to be covering tonight. We got update from James Madison Audits. the civil rights lawyer. We got an update from the civil rights lawyer, and we're going to be covering James Madison audits and Vigil Antioch tonight, folks, in our feature presentation. But first, do you have anything else, Chief, before we continue?
We're
Out
gonna
of the briefing.
I was going to cover it this week, but
I
we'll
can't
cover
hear
it
you.
next. What do you mean?
I can't. Hold on a second.
So, anyways, we're going to be covering.
Had software issues there, folks. I'm back here.
Benjamin Gilson. He's a bike patrol officer with the Sacramento Police Department who was charged with vehicular manslaughter. We'll be covering more of that story next week. We were going to do that today, but we'll bring you guys.
We didn't quite get everything prepared, yeah. So we're going to move on to our next segment here real quick before we get into our feature presentation. Get the flock out of here.
When tyrants track your every move, the citizens want you to know. Get the flock out of here!
I love that. AI is wonderful when you can make it work for you, folks. So this is from Mike Rafey. He's a personal injury lawyer. You can check him out in the links in the description below. And this is one of his shorts about flock cameras, folks. Let's watch.
In Georgia, police fired 4 officers and 2 civilian employees this month after an internal audit found them running flock searches on family members and personal acquaintances. One employee gave an outside agency access to the department's system, although it wasn't authorized. The city of Savannah ran about 39,000 flock searches this year, and its own automated audit tool flagged only 127 of them as suspicious. All 6 of these cases are now with Georgia state investigators. A Savannah city councilman, who's also a police officer, was asked how easy it is for someone to look up a plate without an open case number.
It's pretty easy.
Now, Savannah isn't unusual. It's part of a pattern. A Washington Post investigation counted at least 50 law enforcement officers nationwide charged with or accused of misusing flock and similar systems overwhelmingly to track romantic partners or exes. A Georgia police chief used flock to track his ex-girlfriend's location more than 600 times before he was charged with stalking. He took his own life before trial. A Milwaukee officer tracked a partner and her ex a combined 179 times, but that's not the worst part. The detective who investigated him was later arrested for doing the same thing, including
Arrested for doing the same thing, folks. We've investigated ourselves, found no wrongdoing, except for whenever you misuse our resources. Apparently, that's what you got to do. It is disgusting. Let's keep watching. We just got a little bit more left here.
secretly planting a GPS tracker. Flock's audit tools are supposed to catch this very thing. The Institute of Justice found only a few of these cases were ever caught by that internal audit, though. Nearly every single one of them has surfaced because the person being tracked noticed a pattern and went to police themselves. So we can't trust the cameras. We can't trust the police to not misuse the cameras. Why do we have the cameras?
Exactly. Why do we have the cameras?
Yeah. Hopefully they get a little bit of sense and they start removing the flock cameras because it's already becoming a problem. It's already becoming an issue for our taxpayers, and this harassment shit is just going to the police's head. But good thing they're getting caught, though. That's for sure. They're getting caught, so that's good.
Hey, what's the matter, you? Welcome in, welcome in. Glad you could join us, man.
What's up? What's up? Yeah, no, that's just
and in case you missed it, what's the matter? We redid Miss Smith's makeup here, and if you guys want to see it early, send up. We need 3 super chats, folks. Come on, send us a super chat or a super sticker. We get 3 of them. We'll show it early here. So that's all I have for that segment. So I guess it's time to get into our feature presentation, Chief.
Woo!
Feature presentation. Now declassified. Live update.
Oh yeah,
okay, folks.
Oh yeah, baby.
We got an update from the civil rights lawyer. Let's go ahead and watch this, folks.
Don't move. If you move, there's a canine in my car. You're gonna get dog bit. Stop moving your hands!
On June 3rd of last year, I posted the video showing 22-year-old Paul Wirt sitting on a bench outside the CVS store where he worked. He had just gotten off work.
ID card. Something with your name on it.
That's my ride. I'm gonna go ahead and go.
No, you're not.
The store had closed about 7 minutes earlier, and then here comes Edgewater police officer Daniel
You can make an emergency.
7 minutes after the store closed. I could understand 30 minutes. I can understand 45 minutes, maybe an hour, but not 7. Come on.
Please.
And what about the people who say, hey, when you need the police, you'll call the police when you need them. But when you call them, they show up and they do dumb shit like this. So why would we call the police? You're calling
the whole thing
with the taser ready to shoot somebody and he works there. You have it all wrong, officer. And in fact, this is just you should be jailed for this.
And then it's this whole see something, say something mentality. But the thing that they don't add on to that is, but use your common freaking sense. You know, do a little bit of your own detective work before you start calling the police because there's somebody suspicious down the road or my neighbor's not cutting their lawn. It's not 911, folks. Let people be.
I got one resisting.
I work here, sir.
One resisting?
Dude, you're gonna get tased.
Okay, I work here.
Turn around.
I work.
Stand up and turn around.
Okay, I work here, sir.
Put your hands behind your back. Don't move.
What the F?
Officer Ripien observed Paul and concluded that he looked suspicious. No crime had been committed, no crime had been alleged by anyone to have been committed, yet Paul was almost immediately seized and threatened with being tased and bitten by a police canine.
Stop moving your hands.
In the end, he was taken to jail despite the fact that Officer Ripien was fully aware that Paul was a store employee just there waiting for a Lyft driver to go home.
Are you gonna talk or?
See, and that's the whole thing is, okay, what do you do? It's a little bit of detective work first. What are you doing outside the store? Oh, I'm an employee. I'm waiting for my lift. Okay, do you happen to have, can you show me your screen and show me that you got a lift coming? Yeah, here's a lift coming. Done. No more investigation needed. You don't need to put the guy in cuffs. He's just sitting there with his arms wide out, not doing anything. What's the need with all this useless bravado? This job goes to their head, and they need to be knocked down a peg by the federal government, in my opinion. Federal minimum standard of policing, folks. That's what we need.
Okay, that's fine.
It's now been 9 months, and I have all the updates for you straight from Paul's lawyer. Let's go through it. These subscription services are tied to our credit cards, and they've made it almost impossible to even cancel them. It's a huge problem. Even now, when we get new credit cards, they use the old numbers so that these subscriptions continue even if we don't want them anymore. And that's why I use an app that manages that for me and that allows me to cancel. I'm so sorry,
folks. Let's kind of skip through
allows
that
you to cancel. You can also use it to and your bills to find. Go to rocketmoney.com/civil or click.
Yeah, if you guys would like, if you're interested in getting Rocket Money, please show the guys some love and please use this code.
Click the link in the description to get started for free. You can also unlock even more features with premium. That's rocketmoney.com/civil to get started for free. Now let's get back to this video.
I see you sitting there, and then all of a sudden I'm pulling up, you're hiding behind the pillars of a closed business. How's that look, dude?
You say hiding, I just got up to put my hoodie on. That's all I did.
Do you really work here?
I swear to God I work. Look up what time CVS closes. Look up what time CVS closes. It's 10 o'clock.
You got your ID card on you?
I didn't do anything wrong, sir. I got off work and my manager just left. His name
What's the matter? You says, well, even 30 minutes or an hour after closing, they still have no right to come up, demand ID. That nonsense seriously has to stop. They're not supposed to scrutinize, let alone seize us without a warrant. What's the matter? You are completely correct. The whole I need to see your ID thing needs to stop because they're trained. It's the quickest way to end an interaction. If they got a warrant out for you get their ID, you run them, they get a warrant, you can arrest them, we're done, you can move on. You got another person sitting in the jail because the courts wanted them. So that's why they always want ID, is because that way they can run you. And that way they could put your name in the report, which doesn't need to be in a report. There was a guy sitting outside a CVS pharmacy. He was an employee. He verified he was waiting for a lift. End of story. It doesn't even need to go in a report.
Mike.
So June 3rd, 2025, I posted this video of Paul, which as of now has amassed 5.7 million views. About
Congrats,
2 million
by
of
the
those
way.
views happened in the first 24 hours. So clearly the public was outraged to see that footage. Just that video being watched and being shared and being discussed brought real world results almost immediately. The wheels of justice basically sped up. So just the following day, on June 4th, the state of Florida dropped the criminal charges against Paul. Also, on June 4th, the police chief announced that as a result of the attention surrounding the video, Officer Ripien had been placed on administrative leave pending an internal affairs investigation.
He should have been fired. Your whole department needs a re-education on de-escalation, needs a whole retraining on failure to ID, needs a whole re-education on how to conduct investigations, whole re-education on that the citizens are your boss and you are a public servant. All that needs to be done.
Into the incident. Next thing you know, boom, Officer Ripien is gone from that department in like 24 hours. But there's more to that story, which I'll come back to. The investigation should have been pretty easy because the entire incident was caught on Officer Ripien's body.
Exactly what's meant to be paid vacation.
No, you're not.
On June 6th, only 3 days after the initial video, I posted an update video after Officer Ripien was apparently fired from the Edgewater Police Department. But we now know that it's not that simple. Apparently what happened was after the chief announced that there was going to be this internal investigation and he was on administrative leave, they ended up allowing Ripien to basically resign or separate, as they call it. Why? Because apparently Daniel Ripien can then basically pretend like he didn't resign as a result of being under investigation for misconduct and then just pop up somewhere else. Did he? Well,
And that, folks, is how gypsy cops are born. That right there, folks, is how gypsy cops are born. Is they're going to announce an investigation. I resign before they start the investigation or during their investigation. The whole thing gets dropped, left on good terms, so that way they can keep their state card. They move over to the next department, apply, say, oh, I used to work over at that XYZ department. They call him up and they go, oh yeah, we don't see nothing wrong with his file. He left on good terms. They don't tell him that he was about ready to go under investigation. In my opinion, they need to lose their TCOL license. They need to lose their license, their state accreditation, if they resign under an investigation or about to be investigated. It needs to stop. These gypsy cops need to stop.
They've been doing this crusty ass shit for years too.
And until we have our legislature fix those things, it's not going to change. And even then, it's going to be hard to enforce because of the prosecuting attorneys are buddy-buddy with these people.
Ask Paul's lawyer about that, so we'll get to that here shortly. After the initial video, Paul's family reached out to me about help finding a civil rights lawyer in Florida who could help Paul get justice for what happened here. So I referred them to a guy named Dan Faherty out of Titusville, Florida. Dan has handled a number of other civil rights cases that have been featured on this channel, and I've interviewed him before. Thankfully, Dan was interested in taking Paul's case, and today I got a chance to talk to him about everything that's happened since the original video, as well as what's happening now. Tell me your thoughts on the video of the encounter between Officer Ripien and Mr. Wirt.
The video that I saw was disturbing from the outset.
I didn't bring any officers.
Stop, dude.
Because of the aggressive behavior of this police officer.
You can make an emergency, please. I got one resisting.
I work here, sir. I just got off work.
From the very beginning, just the tone of his voice was aggressive. It was mean. It was bullying.
You don't have any questions for me?
Do
you understand why you're getting arrested?
I was just sitting there. I got off.
Do you understand why you're getting arrested?
My lift came.
I'll pull this back so you don't get too hot.
Do you understand why you're being arrested? It's your fault. You didn't bow down and kiss my boot the moment that I came up and told you to give me an ID. That's why he's being arrested. You didn't bow down and kiss my boot and say, here, sir, here's my ID. Arrogance. The sheer ego. It's so stupid. Johnny B. Quicker says he was trained by street cops. Yeah, Johnny, every police officer is trained by street cops because they spend 6 weeks before in the police academy, 6 to 8 weeks, sometimes a little bit longer. Then they ship them off to the police station, and then they're put in next to a field training officer. And then the field training officer says, forget everything you learned in basic. I'm going to teach you the right way to do it. And this is the wrong way to do it.
Put my hoodie back on.
Nope.
It really shocked me that this was the interaction between a member of law enforcement and a kid sitting on a bench outside a CVS that had just closed at 10 o'clock.
Do you really work here?
I swear to God I work here. But what time is it? Can you tell me what time it is? Just tell me what time it is.
Which the officer...
He's trying to lead him down an investigation. Do your job. You're trying to investigate. You're not a detective, and he's not going to make one under that logic. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. It's 7 minutes after 10 when you caught up with him. Do your job. Training program for police that has been accused of promoting wildly inappropriate tactics, according to a report. You know, I agree with you. There needs to be better training. There needs to be a federal minimum standard of training. This is what we need to make our elected officials do is make the people that we don't elect more accountable.
Knew he was from Edgewater. He was an Edgewater police officer. That was his beat.
What's your name?
Look up what time CVS closes. Look up what time CVS closes. It's 10 o'clock.
You got your ID card on you?
I didn't do anything wrong, sir.
What I would consider good trained policing would have been the officer pulls up in his car, rolls down his window, doesn't even get out of his car, just rolls down his window,
right?
Asks this young man who's sitting there if he's okay and if the officer can help in any way, to which Paul would have replied, nope, just got off work, waiting for my Lyft ride, and everything's fine.
And at that point, if an officer wanted to do a little bit of investigation just to verify that was just a little bit credible, he goes, hey, can you show me that? Show me the ride request, please. Can you show me the Lyft screen that you got a ride on the way? Showed him that. There. All the suspicion is gone. The guy's an employee. He's waiting for a ride. He's going to be gone within about 5-10 minutes.
I wouldn't even did that.
Come back in 5-10 minutes after the Lyft picks him up, you know? What's the matter? You says we need rights protectors, not law enforcers. Law enforcers are 100% prohibited by the Fourth Amendment. Plainview Doctrine is the most insane, backwards, vile nonsense ever. Destroys the Fourth Amendment. Actually, I think qualified immunity is worse than the Plainview Doctrine. I mean, the Plainview Doctrine works for cops, but it also works for us as well as auditors. The thing is, qualified immunity is like we've always said here is, the courts have a saying, ignorance of the law is no excuse of the law. But then if you've got to add to that, because unless you're a cop, then you get qualified immunity. So, yeah.
The officer would have said, do you want me to hang around for a couple of minutes to make sure he shows? And Paul would have said, no, I already got the message. He's
wait in the parking lot 5-10 minutes.
The officer would have said, have a good night, and rolled his window up and left the parking lot. That would have been good policing.
Terry versus Ohio. This is a perfect example of Terry v. Ohio. County Board, Georgia. Glad I caught your live stream. Welcome in. Glad you can be here, man. Again, this is Terry v. Ohio. This is the makings of Terry v. Ohio, but it favors more Terry at this point. Because in Terry v. Ohio, they were going after 3 robbers who were going into ready to break into a jewelry shop. This is a kid outside of a CVS. Okay, he's not getting ready to break in. So do some investigation work, do some leg work, and do some detective work. Sit in the back parking lot and just watch the kid for 5-10 minutes until his Lyft picks him up. You didn't need to do all that.
I'm your ride. This is my ride. Just 1 second.
Yeah, his Lyft driver's right there.
For a second. Hey, you're good to go. He doesn't need a ride anymore. I'm gonna give him one. I said he called a Lyft or something, I think.
Yeah, we're on the Lyft.
Yeah.
Okay, his reasonable articulable suspicion is gone completely for anything. His Lyft is here. This just furthers it. So he's only being arrested because of ego, and didn't Cowtown give him his ID?
I got one for him, so you're free to go.
Yeah.
You can cancel it or something. He might get arrested. So.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm trying to figure out with her.
He might get arrested.
Okay, I got you. You can hang out then. All right, I appreciate it.
I saw an invitation for the citizen, for the member of the public he was encountering, to react negatively. That to me was the invitation that the police officer was giving this young man was, I'm going to start yelling and screaming at you so that you will do the same to me, and I can then justify the use of force that's in my hand already pointed at you, which was the taser.
Dude, you're going to get tased.
Okay, I work here.
Turn around.
My client was very calm under the circumstances.
Stand up and turn around.
Okay, I work here.
Put your hands behind your back. Don't move.
He was appropriate. He was cooperative. He believed when he saw his Lyft driver that he could walk away because he had done nothing wrong, nothing illegal, nothing suspicious. He was just a kid who just got off work and was going home. So I thought his behavior was normal, and I thought this police officer was really poking him to try to get a negative reaction.
So you don't want me to explain to you?
Mm-hmm.
You're good? I want to explain to you. I think I dictated a little bit what was going on. You look, it was very strange, dude. Closed business. I pull up, you're hiding behind the pole. So I get out with you, okay? I asked you to identify yourself, then you asked me to detain. I tell you you are detained, okay? Because loitering and prowling, I can investigate that. Although I'm not going to charge you with that, nor I'm going to
Loitering and prowling?
I asked you to identify yourself. If you fail to do that, I'm going to charge you with resisting, okay?
Bullshit.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so where's my bunch of buzzwords here. Okay. Failure to ID is not resisting. Resisting is a physical act. How many times do we say that here? And the only way it can be verbal is if you use threats or force, threats of force of violence. Meaning I'm going to hit you, cop. That's a threat. I'm going to do that. No, you can't say that because that's a threat. When are they going to get it through their head? Failure to ID is failure to ID. Resisting is a physical act. You cannot turn failure to ID into resisting. There's already a law for failure to ID. So book them for failure to ID, but failure to ID is a secondary charge. So that's the reason why they go with resisting. And resisting is not always a secondary charge because like here in Nevada, resisting a public officer is apparently a primary charge. You can ask Chief England about that.
What ended up happening with Paul's criminal charge?
The criminal charge was what's called a no information from the assistant state attorney, and that was a prosecutorial decision to not prosecute this case at all and dismiss it. And that happened, I believe, within weeks or no later than a month after the arrest.
It was the day after I put the video up.
Okay. Well, that makes perfect sense.
What ended up happening with Officer Rippion?
I received, as part of my Freedom of Information Act request to the city, Officer Rippion's personnel file. And what I found in there was a separation, that is his notification to the city that he was terminating his employment. That happened within a couple of weeks of this arrest. All the city indicated was that he was separated from his employment, and that it was not as a result of any misconduct. That was the paperwork in his personnel file. There was no other reason given, no reason at all given.
Yeah, County Boy Georgia, I agree with you. The cop must be fired, but he didn't get fired. He got out scot clean. He didn't get no discipline. He just wound up saying, I quit. I'm going to go play gypsy cop somewhere else.
For his separation.
Do you believe that to be true?
Oh, I do not. I do not believe that to be true. This is a police officer who, at the scene, advised his own supervisor that he believed, Paul, that he actually did work at the CVS, that he was employed there, and that he was waiting on a ride. And of course, the Lyft driver who appeared at the scene confirmed that he was there to give Mr. Wirt a ride home.
He called a Lyft or something, I think.
Yeah, we're on the left.
Yeah, I got one for him.
The police officer, informed the Lyft driver, he doesn't need a ride. I'm going to give him a ride.
I got one for him, so you're free to go.
Yeah.
You can cancel it or something. He might get arrested. So
I think by the time my client got out of jail 2.5 days later, that this officer knew what was coming.
Tell me about the pre-suit demand that you filed or that you sent.
The demand that we sent along with our sovereign immunity notice letter, which would include any state law or federal claims, specifically under the Fourth Amendment, that we could resolve this. Our opening demand was for $180,000, which is $20,000 less than the $200,000 sovereign immunity limit that exists here in Florida.
Dude, this one was kind of strange. So I'm passing by, I see someone singing, so I was like, I'll dip in and check who it is. As I'm pulling in, he hides behind the
County Boy.
We appreciate you, Country Boy Georgia. Yeah, that's our mission. We go out, we document for the people. We know a lot of people, they get scared. They don't want to pull their camera out. Well, believe it or not, you already got cameras on you. Making sure your safety is a top priority for sure.
And folks, we don't get any monetization from this or anything of that nature. But again, we strongly recommend Attorney Shield. If you ever get pulled over by the police, you got an attorney right on your phone. The whole thing's recorded as well. So therefore, you don't have to worry about you just recording. You got your attorney recording things. They do anything they need for immunity because they only operate on based on warrants like it's supposed to be. Yeah. And the problem is that they keep operating on these buzzwords, it never stops with the buzzwords. If you're suspicious, that sort of thing, just get them out of my face.
So I'm like, that's fucking strange. So obviously I need to talk to this guy. His business is closed.
Yeah.
I go talk to him like, hey man. And he's like, am I being detained? I said, yes, you are.
Excuse me, you didn't come off saying, hey man, like casual and friendly. You came off like a tyrant, an asshole. It's terrible.
You're being detained.
Yeah.
And
see, the problem is they need to hold the officers when they say you're being detained. They need to have that of a crime, reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime. If you cannot articulate the crime, you shouldn't be detaining them. Don't forget to become a watchman, folks. Virtual watchmans, subscribe and then hit that join button to get exclusive content starting at $1.99, folks.
Yes, sir.
Again, folks, if we get 3 super chats before we get to Vigil Antioch, we will show the makeup. I did a glamour shot for Miss Smith here. Let's get some super chats in there, folks, so that way we can see her new makeup do before we get to Vigil Antioch. So that's when we're going to show her.
I asked him for ID. He said he doesn't have it. He says, my ride's here, I'm going to leave. I said, no, you're not.
Yeah.
And then I said, And that's why
What's your reasonable articulable suspicion to?
And I pulled my taser out, and Drago started barking. I think he got a little worried, so he fucking started to comply then. But, so he's going to jail for resisting.
Where the hell's his ride?
That was his Uber right there. Apparently he works here, but, dude, he passed that point, and he's trying to jump in that and leave.
Yeah.
Why 180,000?
The purpose of that is to make sure that the city understands that we are serious about trying to resolve the case without having to file suit, and that it's within the sovereign immunity limit.
Is that his shit that's on the bench up here, too?
Yeah. I do believe that he works here. I mean, he looks like he's in working clothing, but I mean, he was going to try to dictate and tell me he was going to leave. So yeah, I'm not playing that game. No, he's going to learn, fortunately, the hard way. So yeah.
Demands that for damages that exceed the sovereign immunity limits are typically met with silence, because they know that the maximum that they would have to pay is that sovereign immunity limit, which otherwise, if you're forced to file
Which
a
that's
lawsuit,
BS in the first
go to
place.
trial, get a damages award that exceeds that, you still wind up having to go to the legislature to file a claims bill. This is an arduous, complicated, frankly, arcane process to get damages from any municipality.
And you know what? It should be unconstitutional. Somebody should be filing a case in federal court that says all this is unconstitutional because it adds an undue process to remedy my civil rights and get awarded. All the state is trying to do is add more hurdles for me to jump through to get what is rightfully mine because you won't do the right thing and properly train your employees.
Or other government agency in Florida.
It's pretty clear and simple. And
LMP to begin with.
He was hiding behind the fucking pole, which dude, that was fucking strange because I've never seen someone like get up off the bench.
He was hiding behind the freaking pole. He was sitting on a CVS bench.
Right, and not only that, he's using cuss words to try to like amp up the situation. Like he was sitting behind the fucking pole and standing there, just sitting there and just doing nothing. Fucking just like, dude, stop trying to amp it up and call it how it is. You're a tyrant. He was sitting there doing nothing. You walked up and you wanted to harass him, harass a young man for just getting off work.
And he knew he did wrong. That's why he quit.
Yep.
He knew he did wrong. He thought he was going to get away with it, but because of these body cams. Thank goodness for body cams. But they need to be more in the information needs to be more accessible to the public. Attacked is a seizure regardless of what name they call it. Yeah. Same with Raz. Again, it shouldn't just... They oversimplify things. You need reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. Oh, so my Raz is this. Where's the of a crime? Where's the Raz of a crime? And then they go take the Raz and make it even shorter. They take the suspicion, reasonable, articulable suspicion. They take it out and go, you're suspicious. That's Raz. Where's the crime? You see, they don't properly train these people. They every time they use Raz of a crime, they need to articulate the crime. That's the reason why I think that every time that they call in saying one detained, they should say the reason why they're detaining him.
Yep. The moment they're speaking with this.
What law they think they're breaking? I got one for prowling, not one for not failure to identify. The moment somebody goes one to failure to identify, that cop should be fired.
Immediately. Yeah.
Immediately. Detaining somebody for failure to ID is not a crime. You have a Fourth Amendment right.
He left his shit there too.
That's weird.
There's like a tablet and stuff on the bench.
Yeah, he was hiding behind the pole when I was like...
He was hiding behind the pole.
And then I asked him, he's like, my ride's here, I'm going to leave. I said, no, you're not, dude. I was like, you're detained. And then he wouldn't fucking ID himself, so... Yeah, he's fucked.
I'm not sure if it's buzzword or poo.
Either they agree to pay some amount or negotiate, or you file a lawsuit?
Yes, the the sovereign immunity notice letter, which we do send out even in every federal civil rights claim that we are hired to pursue, I don't like leaving state law, any potential state law claims behind. When I file my lawsuit, I want to make sure that I include both federal and any state law claims against the individual officer.
Neither did we. He was sitting
or,
on a CVS bench.
employer. And to do that in Florida, after you present them with notice of your claims, the government agency has 6 months within which to investigate and pay, or investigate and deny the state law claims, and frankly, all the claims. We would and have already been.
Country boy Georgia. The problem is it's called badge blindness. That badge shines just so bright in their face. Any amount of light just kind of automatically comes off that badge and goes right into their eyes. I'm cracking cheap up here. It's blind badgeness or badge blindness. They think because they got a badge, they're the master over the people. No, it's the other way around. The people's master over the police officer.
Been in touch with representatives of the city of Edgewater's insurer, because this particular municipality was insured. Many cities and counties in Florida do not have insurance. They're self-insured. But this particular city does have insurance. And I have already been in touch with their claims people. And as soon as we accumulate the rest of the documents that we need to prove up the damages that we've asserted, we will enter into pre-suit negotiations with the city and their insurer in the hopes that they will do the right thing and not put this young man through anything more than he's already been through.
Right.
I agree with you. CVS bench. He was sitting on that CVS bench, not behind the poles. Plenty of space between the poles. He was sitting right there on the bench, waiting for his lift.
Yep. I saw a bench right there. I didn't see a pole.
Do you know where Officer Rippion eventually ended up? Is he still working somewhere else as a police officer?
What I gleaned from the personnel record of this particular police officer and his separation, the city has had contact from another employer, another.
Country boy Georgia says cop was drunk, or I believe maybe possibly on rugs. Yeah, runker on rugs, one of the two. 100K goes to the lawyer. Paul gets what's left after taxes, pretty much. But actually, no. It's usually with these, it's like 30%, or it could be expenses as well. But if they're trying to settle out of court, they're trying to do it with as much little paperwork as possible, because when you start going to trial, that's where we start racking up money. And then they got that 200K cap in Florida, that anything above that needs to go to the legislature. And then, of course, everybody in the legislature is an elected politician who absolutely licks the boots of the cops and refuses to hold them accountable until you get a rogue politician, like possibly one of us, or like what's his name, his auditing Reno 911. He's tried to become a state politician as well. Unfortunately, he didn't make his primary. But we also wish him luck in the future. So go check out Auditing Reno 911, folks. Definitely.
Prospective employer in what appears to be the private security area. That's what it appeared to me.
Private security. So now he's going to go be a tyrant in private security. He's going to go work for Allied Universal, where you get even less training, folks. And then, yeah. But at least he still has a better possibility of getting arrested if he assaults somebody like that again.
If he's been hired by that or any other company yet, but we were able to submit our notice letter directly to this police officer, his own personal email address. So he will not be difficult to find if, in fact, we need to file a lawsuit and get him served.
There you go, 9 months in from the initial video, and there's some justice here. Some good news, not perfect. There's still more to be done. Fortunately, this family was able to find a civil rights lawyer who was able and willing to help them. Dan Faraday is a great lawyer. I'll put his contact information in the description below if you're in Florida and you have need of his services. Hopefully, the city of Edgewater does the right thing here and compensates Paul for what their employee did to him. If they don't, a lawsuit will be filed, which will only cost the taxpayers more money. It was wrong what they did to Paul, end of story. Despite the available immunity defenses, where the government screws up, it should do the right thing and compensate the victim. What happened to Paul was terrible, and I hate that it happened, but it's also important because it shows the type of stuff that happens all the time, and nobody involved in the criminal justice system usually ever bats an eye at it. Why else would a police officer be doing this on video knowing that he's recording himself on video? Right. Then they act surprised that the public gets outraged when they see that sort of behavior. Whereas everyone inside the system seems to be just used to it. And it's time for that to change. Just treat people with respect and also have a little respect for our constitutional rights. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, put the law back into law enforcement.
It's pretty simple.
It's pretty simple. Put law back in law enforcement. Teach them reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. That's what we teach here. We don't teach RAS. We teach reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. Or if we do mention RAS, it's RAS of a crime. Because they don't complete the sentence. If you don't complete it out if you don't point it out every single time, you overlook it. You look suspicious. It's just,
If I hear anything else, I'll do an update, and you can follow along by subscribing both here and at the blog at thecivilrightslawyer.com. You can follow me on X at JohnBryanESQ. Remember, our rights don't end where your fear begins. Freedom is scary. Deal with it.
Freedom is scary. Deal with it. That is true. That is true. Okay, so folks, like I said, every live stream, all the links to the original content creators are down below in the description, folks. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe their content as well as ours. Links to all of our channels are down in the description on the Sacramento Community Watch Network, folks. And as well as we gave Miss Lindsay Smith here over at the Sac PD a Revlon makeup counter makeup upgrade because her makeup just does not do her justice, folks. So we vigilante-ocked her tonight just to give you guys a little bit of a preview. So if you folks give us 3 super chats tonight, folks, of any amount, we will go ahead and show this before we'll do the makeup reveal before Vigilante-ock, but we will definitely show it at Vigilante-ock. So folks, leave us a like, share, and subscribe. And if you really love our work or want to see the new makeup for Miss Smith, please send us a super chat or super sticker. Also, if you're watching after the stream, we love a super thanks over on the Sacramento Community Watch channel, folks. So Chief, yeah, I hope that guy gets a settlement because he deserves it.
Yeah.
His rights were totally violated by a police officer who was not properly trained, who did not know what reasonable articulable suspicion was, and I'm sure he'll get a healthy dose of what it is in court.
We got a lot of police officers in Sacramento who don't know the law.
Yeah, again, put the law back in law enforcement. Let's see here. So actually... unless you want to do James Madison audit next, we're actually getting to Vigilante-ock, right?
Yeah, let's run it and let's get that.
Let's run it. Okay, so we will stop in the middle of the video, folks, if we get those 3 super chats. Otherwise, we will show it at the end of this video. So stay tuned to see the new makeup job that happened with Miss Smith. That she needs to go back to makeup school, and we got a after glamour shot for you folks, Vigilante-ock style.
And you, last time, where do you want me at?
Turn around.
Where do you want me at?
Put your camera down.
Okay.
Here, take that.
You grab his camera for him?
They're dirty.
Oh, got to come in and help out.
I'm sorry, who's on scene? William. Rourke. I'm going to interrupt this really quick because before the end of this video, I'm going to make sure I get the information to this police department so I can file a complaint tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll share that information on the screen as well.
Yeah, and I'll send them an email as well. Reject my grievances. This is bullshit.
William. Rourke. What's up, Vigilant viewers? Vigilante here. We're in we at Fairfield, California. We got Nate Skates 182. We got Tulare County Cop Watch, and we got San Joaquin parking the truck. He'll be joining us shortly. We got a pedestrian stopped over here, it looks like.
Okay, folks. I just got their information here, so let me just kind of move some things around here, and I will share this on the screen. What's going on here? I got to remove that first. There we go. Okay, so the Fairfield Police Department, according to Google, their phone number is 707-428-7300, folks. And it looks like they have turned off commenting under that. Here, hold on. I got to fix my audio real quick.
You know what that means. It's been a long time since I've dealt with the Fairfield Police Department. There's similar.
They do have a Facebook page, so let's go take a look. They may have turned commenting off on that. Let's see here. Featured the Fairfield. Oh, they do have comments going on there, so yeah, we'll take a look at that later, folks. But let's go ahead and get back into the video.
You know her? That's your mom? Why are they messing with her? Why are they messing with her?
What you guys do. That's
yeah.
I watch you guys all the time.
Good, yeah. Get on this side of the light.
Hey, shout out to the people.
Why you got ID her?
You can ask her. Ask after. I can't
Okay.
tell you.
San Joaquin Valley Transparency on the scene. Vigil Antioch on the scene. Nate Skates 182 is on the scene. Tulare Cop Watch on the scene, folks.
Can't tell you because this is a public information request. You can tell him. You have the information. It's going to be public information. You know, I don't know. Maybe we should start trying that. Doing public information requests with the officer on duty. Well, you have an obligation to turn that into your public information officer, and if I don't get a response within 5 days, I will be filing a complaint with the prosecuting attorney over at the state level. So it's up to you if you want to break the law. I don't know. Just something to try out.
Littering? Are you guys fucking bored? She threw a what?
She threw a Red Bull in the ditches?
Oh my god. I'm busy. I'm busy right now.
No, listen. I don't mind recording you guys.
Yeah, you can't mind if we record. So reword it.
I'm going to ask you one more time to back up.
Or what?
Or are you going to be detained? One more time.
Detained? We're detaining you. Last time what? Where do you want me at?
Turn around.
Where do you want me at?
Put your camera down.
Okay. Here, take
Can you
that.
grab his camera for him?
You're dirty.
Hold on 1 second. You can't work.
Idiots.
Boy,
See this shit?
that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
This
I don't mind you recording. Can you just back up a little bit, please, so he can do his investigation? Just a few steps, just so he can. I don't mind you recording. Just back up a little bit. Can't be on top of him.
I'm on top of
You
you.
guys gonna back up.
We're backing up.
Okay, but back up. Thank you. I need to talk to the manager.
I already backed up. How far
Okay.
back do you want us to go?
Just one more step.
One more step.
Yep.
I already took one more step.
Okay, take 5.
What?
Okay.
You already said one. Now you're saying 5.
lose.
Are you fucking dumb or something?
I'm not being disrespectful to you, so don't be
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Sit your ass back over there and shut up.
I'm not being disrespectful to you either.
Bite my shiny metal ass.
No thanks, I'm good. Suddenly this is all about you.
Thank you, guys. I don't mind you guys recording, but we can't do it with you on top of that. But if you're right on top, we can't do it with you on top. This is safety.
It's a safety thing. They always cry safety. Big old crybabies. It's always fucking safety. Always, 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 always safety.
They have so much ADD. The ADHD rages in them, folks, because I cannot concentrate on a person sitting on the ground who we caught for littering. We can't deal with them when you are over there recording from us 10 feet away. Well, then either you get in your car and go and let her go, and you let a littering criminal get away, so you don't bring one person into the courts you don't necessarily have to bring in unnecessarily. You're doing this for the overtime. You're trying to milk the overtime. You're trying to arrest people just so you can get overtime. I think cops need to become salary, because as soon as you make them salary, they're only going to put in the time that they need to work, and then they're going to be out the freaking door.
Yep. And not only that.
Who the hell are you?
You get it when we're done, you get whatever you need. We're not here for you, we're here for it, and after that, I'll give you whatever you want.
You're supposed to be here for us.
That's false. You're there for the public.
You're a public servant.
Just make sure they give you respect so they can respect. You have to give respect. You don't have to give respect.
Emergency.
Look, there's another one. There's another one.
All this for one lady.
All this for one lady.
No activity going on around here. That's what
Right now. Just let her go. It's a damn can. Hey.
People, for some reason, the accidents are.
Hey, real quick, can I get your name and badge number real quick?
When we're done with this, I'll give you whatever you need.
All right.
No, you won't. You're going to run away like a scared little coward.
Real quick, just for a thumbnail. Just real quick, man. Just real quick.
Down here, you can get whatever you need, sir.
You'll walk up to me real quick so I can get a thumbnail.
Country boy George, I agree with you. Cop needs a blankie.
I want her as a thumbnail. Shit.
Hey, folks, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, smash that sub button for us, please. Come on, folks, match that $5. We need 3 super chats or super stickers, folks, and mine does not count, folks.
But now I have to hold a cigarette. Now my hand has to smell like a cigarette butt because I do this can't dare get up and do. I'm gonna throw it and walk
But you were
away.
gonna pick it up, right?
Yeah, I swear to God I was, because I was supposed to throw my cigarette.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now I have to hold this shit.
If they want to get
cigarette.
petty, you were gonna pick it up. We can all get petty.
Then give me a
Come
chance.
on.
Hey, watch your six. Watch your six.
Right there in that bush. Alani. Orange kiss, you try it.
Yeah, you hadn't even left the area, right?
I'm Hawaiian.
Right. I knew.
What up, man?
Hello.
Can I get your name and badge number?
Sure. Ray 1759.
Ray 1759. I'm just gonna get a real quick close up for a thumbnail, right? Okay. Thumbnails are the best, man.
Okay.
Thank you.
Knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Hey, you said you'll give us whatever we need. We need our guy released. Yeah, Sergeant. When you're done, you're gonna release our guy.
If you guys are just now joining us, they have Vigil Antioch, another cop archer, in back of this police car here. The sergeant arrested him. Super dirtbag tyrants. I'm filing a complaint. On this
No. He detained him. Which, you know, again, yeah, the courts have ruled that, you know, a detainment is a de facto arrest sometimes, folks. So, I mean, you know, they throw around detainment like it's some sort of punishment. And it's not supposed to be a punishment. Detainment is supposed to be an investigative tool. It's supposed to be able to bring somebody into compliance while you do an investigation if necessary. If you have a cooperating witness or you have a cooperating subject, there's no need to put him in detainment and put him into cuffs. A virtual detainment is enough. You could say, dude, you're detained. If you move, if you leave, if you go off right now until I'm done concluding my investigation, you could be charged with fleeing and eluding or, you know, from detainment. You don't want that. So, you know, cops, in my opinion, need to start using more virtual detentions. You know, they're still going to get in trouble for it anyways, even if you have them in cuffs and they're going to go running away. You're just doing it just so you can exercise some authority and then get you know, have that ego trip.
Supervisor?
Yeah, I would want that supervisor. Country boy Georgia, better cops learn the law out the gate, learn the U.S. Constitution, learn those penal codes better too. Put the law back in law enforcement.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It didn't take long to see their cherries and berries.
I watch a lot of videos. I see what you guys do. You guys do the right shit.
Yeah.
But they didn't pull me over. I was just walking.
They don't got nothing else to do.
Yeah, they're bored.
That was this female right here? This female
They're
officer?
not investigating real crimes.
Was she the one that pulled you over?
No, that guy. That's right on the ticket.
Now it's a fake ID, I guess. It's from state of Hawaii.
Oh my god. These cops are bad over here, huh?
Yeah, these suck.
Damn. You guys got a bad reputation here.
You know, I know they're doing their job they gotta do, but all this is necessary.
Oh yeah.
The reason why there's so many police officers over there is, one, either they're all bored and got nothing better to do, which is usually the case, or the second option is we gotta protect our officers, so we got 3 guys out there with cameras recording peacefully and not interfering. However, we're going to go harass them anyways and stand in their way. And then we're going to violate the Bain Act because, you know, we're going to run interference so they can't properly record and get audio. You know, I don't know about you, Chief. This is just making me upset.
What it is, there's no activity nowadays. There are people doing something stupid at a bank or something like that. You just pick on anybody.
They arrested that guy for nothing right now.
They didn't arrest him. They're just holding him to be on the safe side so nobody goes crazy over here. They'll let him go once all this is cleared up.
arrest a cameraman so he don't go crazy.
Got a citation. You guys are done now, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, County Boy Georgia. I know they're doing it on purpose. They're trying to do prior restraint, Bain Act violation. And look, they're all scattering away, running away without having to identify.
Why?
No.
She would.
Your stop's
She's
over.
She's a little feisty little one, huh?
You're a public servant again. Your stop's over. Oh no, wait. They forgot about the auditor who's detained.
She's gonna try to arrest you.
Your academy failed you? Are you ever going to try to get your chevrons? I can help you, bro. I know your job better than you do. Okay, I train more cops than your academy and the entire academies in the entire nation. I've trained more cops than the people's rights. Your academy put you in a dangerous position.
Hey, female officer!
They put the people in a dangerous position, they put you in a dangerous position because they put you out there like a babysitter, right? They teach you and train you in brute force and compliance, but nothing in the people's natural rights. These are our freedoms, bro. When you know our freedoms, you will respect them when you need to. You'll be able to use it when you have to. It'll keep you safe and it'll keep the people safe around you, bro. All right? Then you'll need to use force. You'll know when to use it and when not to use it. Speech, press, religion, assembly, and petition.
You tell him.
Okay?
You tell him, San Joaquin.
That will help you, bro, and that will guide you. That will put you in the right direction. I hope you get your chevrons when you do. And you do have a good attitude, and I appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
I'm sorry I called you a pig.
You know, in my opinion, sergeants, when you start going up the rank on your, get the chevrons and start playing military man, you need to be taking military style tests and know your constitution. You should be able to step in and stop these things from happening. You should know constitutional rights. You should know people, you're going to have people coming in there recording. First Amendment auditing has grown by leaps and bounds, especially in the past decade. And yet they have not properly trained police officers on how to handle us. It's just downright shameful.
That's the thing. I
got to be able to take it, bro.
I started off in the jails with it, so
You started off in the jails, seeing the criminals come in and treating them like dirt, and then you come out of there and then you start treating the public like dirt because you're seeing them all as criminals. You're being trained as a hammer and thinking everybody's a freaking nail. Ain't that right, Chief?
Absolutely. Every single time.
Glad you're back.
I can be a hell of a nice guy, but I can be an asshole too, man. Some of these cops have fucking been treating people like shit today, and I'm not okay with that. It's hard to distinguish which ones of you guys because you all dress the same way and shit. Like, again, you know what I'm saying?
So how long are they going to sit there at the vehicle and debate with Vigil Antioch? They're not going to win. He's putting them on their ass verbally, I know for a fact. And what he's trying to block them from walking down the sidewalk to get closer, they can get closer. But
it's a public sidewalk.
Exactly. And
where's your crime scene tape?
And their stop's already done with. So they should have 10-8 from the situation already a long time ago, but they're trying to chastise and talk down to him while he's sitting in the back of the car in handcuffs. They're dirtbags. Automatic
Chief, I'm gonna be right back.
Yep.
Hey, what's the female officer's name?
I'll let her talk to you.
Ah, come on, man. She's rude. At least they're letting him go.
Yeah, Fairfield Police Department, they're cricket. He could just tell him her name. No, that's bullshit. Yep, if you ever go to Fairfield, California, folks, make sure you record, document the police. But that's anywhere, really, but Fairfield, not good.
What should I tell you guys? See, I like this guy. I like how he says it real low and shit, instead of.
Yeah, but he's still in violation, though, in my opinion. I mean, he's stepping up towards him, just because he has the gun and all that stuff makes him, a Power Ranger, and that's what goes to their head. He thinks he's a Power Ranger just because his bald-headed ass walks up with this gun and taser that now all of a sudden You know what I'm saying? It's just disrespectful, bro. Like seriously. Ugh.
I like that. Yeah, you do. Let me ask you something, bro. Do you live in this city?
No, I don't live in the city.
I'm surprised because.
Thanks, sir. You get all that?
You're rude, you know that?
Y'all rude, you little wench.
Bunch of stooges.
Yep. And people wonder why we record the police.
People wonder why we're so hypercritical of them too.
Yeah. Go figure. Go figure.
All right, thank you.
Yep. You gonna buckle that seatbelt, right?
Yeah,
all right.
public serving. We can't be paying for them parades that you guys throw yourselves and you guys crash. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's
It's fucked up, I know, but put your seatbelt on. I'm looking out for your safety.
Yeah, we don't want to buy you a nurse for the rest of your life.
Is there anything else?
Yeah. What's the First Amendment?
You want the 5 of them?
Yes.
Oh.
So, freedom of speech.
Yes.
Do it, dude. You'll be a superstar.
Freedom of assembly.
Freedom
of religion. Freedom to petition.
Yes.
Freedom of speech. Now you got that light's bright. Freedom of speech, petition, assembly.
As I thought.
Police.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold up. Because what I thought was going to happen is they're just remembering the list, the names. But does he know what each one means? All he's doing, they remember the list. That's not good enough. It's not good enough.
Yeah, but it's a start.
It is a start.
You know, it is a start. Because if you put it in there and you get it's like a seed. You got to plant the seed and you got to nurture it and make it grow. And getting them to understand the 5 elements of the First Amendment of the Constitution. Yeah, then you plant the next seed and you make it grow, which is the 4th Amendment and the 5th Amendment and you just keep planting those constitutional seeds until they learn. Put the law back in law enforcement. But let's hope he gets all 5 because I want to play my MLG air horn. Come on.
What am I doing right now?
What are we doing?
Freedom of press.
There we go.
We'll give you 4.5 stars. Yeah, I told him you were 600,000.
Hey, you have a good attitude and I appreciate it.
Yeah, he was cool.
Shut the channel out.
I'm just one of the little guys. See how, this motherfucker big right here.
Look.
Yeah. Okay. So, Country Boy Georgia. Yeah, he needed a little help, but he got it on his own. He got it on his own, and that's going to be the one that's going to stick with him from now on. Is that they're out there? He connected the press with what they are doing. So next time he'll think twice before doing what his sergeant did.
Right.
Oh, the pick's coming.
Vigilante.
The pick's coming, folks.
Go subscribe. Well, that was fun.
Go subscribe to their
Yeah, folks, go subscribe to their channel. It's down in the description below, folks. Links to this video and all the videos we're showing are down in the description.
Detained. I knew what he was doing.
I played it smart. I played it right too. I said, you didn't leave the area. You fucking.
Right.
They want to play petty. Play petty with them. You didn't leave the fucking area.
Right.
Bro, yeah, dude. Fuck that.
So that was fun, guys.
Hey, shout out to all of these brothers, man. Shout out. Much love to the crew. To our brothers out there.
We're gonna end it there, or are we gonna let it play out?
We can move on to the next one.
Okay.
Like you said, the descriptions are all in the description of the channels are all in the description.
The links are to all the channels creators are down in the video and videos are down in the description, folks. Again, we're going to go to Sacramento PD's Lindsay Smith of the SPD Bike Patrol. Let me get my little SPD emergency here. And folks, you know, we have heavily criticized her makeup, but you know, we got to show her exactly what we are looking for here. As you know, if you've seen any of Vigil Antioch's videos, I kind of took inspiration from that, folks. So thanks to Grok, I present to you my Estee Lauder makeup tips for Miss Smith here, folks. You know, just, you know, it kind of fits what's kind of going on with her report when she arrested Chief England here, folks. So yeah. Less is more there, Miss Smith. That's my recommendation. So because
She didn't arrest me. She just left a dry ass, sloppy ass report on behalf of the arrest from the bike patrol.
Yeah, she made a text document out of a video, folks. I mean, we can play the video again. Yeah, we can play the video again. But yeah, she just basically took a picture that they submitted into, or a video that they submitted into evidence of Chief peeping, and she basically created a report that was basically AI could have done if they fed the video to AI.
She just wanted to add in her pounds of makeup and add in her 2 cents, and it's all good.
Had to have something to do.
Yeah, we have
So,
tons
again,
of
this is
video for you guys.
Before and after.
Of the Sacramento Police Department's Bike Patrol Unit. We got more videos for you guys. We're going to bring that out, and you're going to love it.
Hey,
out of control.
Hey, we're sorry that we're just so obsessed.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
Yeah, she's the one who calls me by my name the most. You remember she spelled it out on one video, and I'm like, see,
yeah.
Why would you spell my name out letter for letter on a live stream? She's asking for it. She wants to be, you know, negatively combated verbally. I don't get it.
Okay, so yeah, we do. So folks, for our last video of the night, we're gonna go to James Madison Audit, and let's see what he's up to.
Don't touch me. Why are you touching me? Shut the fuck. Back up out of here, please. Can I touch you? Am I allowed to?
No.
Okay.
If I can prove it happened.
You're going to go in there and arrest the chief?
And it fits the statutes of the law.
You're going to go in there and arrest the chief?
If it fits the statutes of the law. Yet, if you ask if you understand what a lawful order is, you get an objection because, you know, it's drawing a legal determination. Because they're making them out in the field, but yet they can't say why they made that determination out in the field in the courtroom. You know, it just makes absolutely no sense.
What's going on? How you doing? I'm good. How are you? Good. Jeff. Nice to meet you. You too. What's your name? I give names to you guys. Come on. Oh. I mean, did you just pick me out of the crowd to say hi or something? Yeah, so you're walking up? Oh, I was going that way. Oh, okay. Cool. Wait, are you like deputy chief here? Yeah, right on. Everything good? Yeah, man. Just taking a break, standing up for a minute, stretching your legs. Yeah, it's just... How's it going, big man? Don't touch me. Why are you touching me?
I'm just saying hello.
I don't like to be touched. If I touch you, that'd be like a felony, wouldn't it? Why would you touch me?
Just saying hello by assaulting or battering somebody?
You know, an unwanted touch, it doesn't have to be intent behind it. Do I know you or you to touch me? Which property is located? What's it like being the shittiest cop in this? Go back into there.
Oh my God, could you just imagine just walking up to a police officer, even if you had a couple of words with them, you know, oh, you're fat, you're a pig, you're this, you're that, and then all of a sudden you tapped him on the shoulder, you would be going to jail. You would be arrested for assault, battery, assault on an officer to the 10th degree. You'll be slammed and tased and dragged away. You probably more than likely will be beaten up, and all for the same tap that this, what is he, chief, gave to James Madison.
Apparently, chief.
Keep your fucking hands to yourself, Mr. Clean. How about that?
I'm not going past over. You said I could stand over there. Shut the fuck.
Back up out of here, please.
What's he touching me for?
Please, I don't know. I
I
wasn't
want to do
there.
a police report.
Please
It's on
back
video.
up.
I need to do a police
Back up.
report. You say you're security.
Please back. I can call a road patrol to watch your video.
Where do you want me to back up to?
This, off of this, please.
He was going to say I can call the road trooper.
Please, on the
Absolutely
sidewalks.
disgraceful.
You said I could?
You can be on the sidewalks, okay? Would you like a patrol officer to respond?
Yeah, I wonder what the touching me for.
We should add at this moment in time. You got sheriff's office.
That's what you would do. I'm reporting to you, aren't you?
If you want a Palm Bay officer, I'm happy to help you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we can do that. I don't touch you.
How about you just do your job in the first place?
You're going to take me.
You're an arrested officer.
Yep, just like he was an everyday person.
Being paid for by the developer themselves.
This officer should be handling this call just like any everyday citizen. You know, if it's assault or a battery, then he should be calling it in like it's a battery from an officer onto a citizen. Period.
Let she touch me. What's he touching me for?
Okay, thank you.
He'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Started with you, mother.
He has a reason to be so aggravated.
I'm not aggravated. I'm just like, I like to be expressive.
Police officers ask, you know, relax. Why you aggravated? Why you so mad? Why you so angry? Because you got dirtbag. Exactly. You got dirtbag cops who want to try to violate you in any way possible, especially when it comes to the physical aspect of it.
It's
Like,
the start of the narrative.
No, nobody wants your grimy, cruddy hands on me, and nobody else does either. Keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah, and it's the start of the narrative, Chief. It's you are being disorderly. You are being confrontational. It's the start of those buzzwords that give them the reasonable or the RAS, not the RAS of a crime, but the RAS in order to detain you and then possibly cite you. Because they're trying to buzzword their way into the law.
Yep, like they always do.
But first, they'll try to get your ID because of their ID addiction, just so we can get you out of there as quickly as possible.
If you think
if you can, the ticker down there at the bottom of the screen, join our new channel under the Sacramento Community Watches Network called Night Watch Audit. Like, share, and subscribe. We got about 11 subscribers. We're trying to build that channel up as well. If you guys can help us out, please do so.
And the links in the description, folks. Don't forget that. We got the links in the description for that channel now, too, underneath the Sacramento Community Watch Network section, folks. All the links to all of our channels are in there.
Bro, how come every time that I see you guys do something on body cam, you're like, get on the ground, you? How come you guys say that?
Don't know. I've never said that.
You have never said that.
Not those terms. So anyway, we have an officer coming.
Where do I meet them?
Executive determined that was a lie.
Yes, sir.
I don't touch you guys. Why are you touching me?
You'll have an opportunity to come back.
You know what happens if I touch you? I go to jail. Even if it's a friendly touch. I'd be going to jail right now. Battery's a misdemeanor exception.
Plan future.
You don't have to have intent with battery.
The question I have is
You can
really
give the
just
whole
simple.
story to that officer. It's fine.
Where is the disconnect?
Look at the disconnect, like the person said in the background. Look at the disconnect and the distance between them and him.
I'm sure it could have been solved with a simple apology. He could have said, "Yes, you are right. I need to keep my hands to myself. I apologize," and it would have all been done with. But no, because he's going to be an asshole and thinks he's going to be, the chief, and he can do anything and get away with anything. And because I have a gun, I have a badge that makes me a Power Ranger, that I can go around and be friendly, try to be friendly and batter people left and right.
How do we get from an overall planning?
I just came here to be. I don't like the chief. I don't want him touching me.
To make it goal or the vision that we had when they presented that city planning process, is it in line with that, and that's why we have to rezone it, or are we taking what was proposed and saying, you know what, I know what we proposed, but we're going to change it now?
Within the city limits, it has a current future land use designation.
So, do you get called here for something?
For the battery?
Yeah, can I touch you?
Huh?
Can I touch you?
Well, no.
Why not?
I just prefer not to be touched.
Yeah, so do I. Why is the police chief touching me?
I have no idea, sir. I was not here.
What are you
for
going to do
that.
about it? Is battery a misdemeanor exception?
A battery, a misdemeanor deception?
Yeah.
Oh, he's just now turned on his body cam. Just now turned on his body
Battery
cam.
is misdemeanor deception.
Okay.
Were you here? Were you the one that would need to report the battery?
Yeah, I got it on video and stuff.
Okay. So, what exactly happened?
I was touched. I don't want to be touched. Just like I asked you, can I touch you? Am I allowed to?
No.
Okay, why? Why not? Why can't I touch you? Because you prefer not to, is what you said before body camera, right? I don't want to be touched.
Okay.
It's an unwanted touch. So what do we do about it?
All right. Well, you got your ID on you?
I do. I think in the car.
Where's your car at?
Around front.
Around front?
Yep.
Want to go grab that?
You
I'll
want to walk with me? You want to walk?
I'll walk with you.
Would be compatible with townhomes, which is considered single family.
You just need a
in
name.
our
Yes.
code.
You don't have to grab
There
your ID
were
if you don't want
still
to. Just take your
other
name and number.
provisions in the factors of analysis.
ID
that
Cookie
can
Monster, folks.
Will you go back over here?
You make a arrest on misdemeanor battery?
Now, as a fellow auditor who has been battered by a police officer, such as this officer has battered this auditor, I had to upgrade my rig, folks, for the next time I go out and do like zombie crawls and stuff like that. And I actually kind of got it finalized this week, actually today. Got all the pieces I need, and so I got a GoPro camera here that just does up to 4K. I got a Hero Max 2 that does 360 now, because that way it'll capture everything, even the battery that an officer would do. And then I got my phone for streaming and static recording too. So I got 3 cameras now. So if I have to stop one, I still have footage on 2 more. Country Boy Georgia, thank you so much. I thank you. Greatly appreciate that. I've invested quite a bit, and fortunately, I'm having to play caregiver a lot, and I love my spouse, and I have to play caregiver, and I wouldn't trade it for a world, but I would love to get back out there and start auditing and get you guys original content from me, folks. But thank you so much. Soon.
I gotta drag them by the
yeah, and I got family coming in the first week of October as well, so I might be out there doing some other things with family. So it's things are, life happens, folks. But thank you, Country Boy Georgia.
Are you going to do it on your chief today? If I prove that it happened, are you going to make an arrest on him?
Let's just start with your name.
No, before I give you any information, I'm going to ask that question.
Well, sir, I'm here because you wanted to report a battery.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here.
Will you make an arrest on it if I want to have that done?
If I can prove it happened.
You're going to go in there and arrest the chief?
And it fits the statutes of the law.
You're going to go in there and arrest the chief?
Well, let's start with your name.
That's a simple question. I'm not going any further with you unless I can answer that question.
220.
Yeah, you better call a supervisor.
So, low density
Yeah, because if I had all my gear with me that I have now, when Crazy Eyes Christensen battered me, I would have definitely had another camera going. I would have had my phone off my pod and connected to the 360 camera that I got now, and be showing exactly how he battered me, because it'll capture everything. It's so sweet.
If I prove to you that I was unwantedly touched with a video, are you going to make an arrest or not tonight?
Just stand by, sir. I have radio traffic.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear.
Through.
I need to talk to
the manager.
What's your 1020?
McMahon.
Let's go already!
And folks of you who don't know, what your 1020 means, your location. If you didn't know.
Yeah, so he's trying to get his supervisor to come out there, because apparently he can't handle this, because he's asking for his boss to be arrested.
Round 1.
Because he committed fights.
Man. He's over by the security point.
All right, you mind moving with me over to the other side?
No, I don't want to go.
Okay, well, that's where I'm going to be to take your report right now.
Okay.
I need to go speak with the officer over there as well.
Okay.
So, would you mind accompanying me over there?
Yeah, I can go over there with you.
Yeah, you better say it differently.
You related to Andy McMahon?
No, I'm not.
All right, cool. How long you been here? Not too long. You let people walk behind you?
I have my eye on you.
Do you? Okay. I just don't like to be touched, just like you said 2 times. You don't want to be touched, right? And if I touch you, what would that be?
That would be better.
On?
Hello?
Yeah, and that'd be a felony, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'm going to go right over there to the east end.
I feel like I'm being like...
Wait, see, I don't like that. You believe so, you should know so. It's not what you
Again,
Come on.
law into law enforcement, folks. We need to put the law back in law enforcement.
Put it back. Put it back.
You're not a cop. You are a law enforcement officer. Let's start putting the law back into law enforcement officers. We want to see more law enforcement officers and less cops. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, ask in the chat and I'll explain it again.
I guess, but I'm not detained or anything, right?
No,
Okay.
you're free to leave at any point you want.
Okay, so we call a patrol. We go up and report that we're being battered. We wind up calling for a patrolman to come out, just to come back 360 right back to this location to talk to an officer who's probably above him. So what's the conversation that needs to happen here, folks? That's what I want to know.
Gentleman's wanting to report a battery.
Yes, I think the watch commander's coming, so you guys can work over there.
Oh, the watch commander.
And Exodus.
Okay.
So I wanted to get you guys some quiet time together.
I appreciate it.
Hello.
What can I do for you?
Hey, what's up?
How's it going?
Yeah, folks, the watch commander would be the lieutenant. Yep, Lieutenant Aiken.
Yeah, me.
Let's put the
Looks
law
like
back to law enforcement, folks. Please, law back into law enforcement.
Good.
What can I do for you?
I told him already. Do I need to explain the story again?
I don't know what's going on, so I would love for you to explain to me so I can see what I can do. I'm being asked to come here, so.
Yeah. Can I touch you on your shoulder?
Sure.
See, he left me. I don't want to touch you.
Okay. Well, so you don't touch officers? Now, obviously, you're asking, so I'm like, if you want to do that, fine.
So,
but
if
if you
I
just
didn't
do
ask
that,
him,
yeah, that's a crime and you go to jail.
Okay. Will you arrest the chief for battery on me then?
That's what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I don't want to be touched. I didn't ask him to touch me. He didn't ask to touch me.
Okay. Well, we can definitely take your report and see what we can do there.
Okay, you got it.
Okay. So
the question is, will you arrest him if I prove battery?
I asked you already if you would tell me exactly what happened, but you never told
I
me.
mean, you want like geo coordinates of where I was standing and how my toes were curled up, or I wasn't, where I was.
Jeez.
I was
The
touched.
incident.
I was touched.
How so?
With a hand. I mean, I don't know. There was a kinetic transfer of energy between his hand and mine. It's simple as that.
Okay. Well, so understand, like, so we wouldn't be able to do that.
We what?
Like, so me, myself,
Yeah.
that's a conflict of interest.
What is?
For me to arrest.
Then what the? If it's a conflict of interest for you, what are you doing here?
Yeah, so if there's if you're making the allegations of a crime.
No, it's not. It's
against
on
my-
video.
If it's an allegation of a crime against a person, everyday citizen, then yeah, they can go ahead and prosecute and arrest the person. But if it's one of their own, they've investigated themselves and found no wrongdoing, so there's no reason to arrest our own because what they're doing is perfectly legal, right? They're doing it by the law, by the books.
And if you,
they're the police.
If you have a conflict of interest as a police officer for investigating and arresting your own members in the police department for obviously breaking the law, then you as a police officer have a duty to get another agency in there to take over the investigation. Your job then is to contact the sheriff, get them pulled in, or the state police, the Smoky Bears, get them in there and have them do the investigation for you. So the fact that you're here knowing that you were investigating the chief of police on a battery charge, then you as a watch commander should be pulling in another agency if you refuse to arrest your own.
Yep.
Okay, and if it is a conflict of interest, then what you need to do is at least do the bare minimum. You cite the chief. You put it down, all the information, you take your report, you cite the chief with a court date. Then you turn it all over to your prosecuting attorney, have them investigate, and then whether or not they recuse themselves and hand it over to the district attorney or the state's attorney, that's a different story altogether. But you have a duty of at least taking a report and citing him if you're not at least arresting him.
Absolutely.
Give him a court date. As you always say, when you try to arrest us or where you try to cite, you can explain it in court. Have him explain it in court.
So it's on video.
Understood. So what I'm trying to explain, you're making allegations of crime against my chief of police, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's conflict of interest for me to be the one that handles that.
Okay. Would you arrest him?
Would I arrest him?
Is that a conflict of interest as well?
It is a conflict of interest.
So you wouldn't arrest another cop, is what you're saying?
No, not at all. What I'm saying is if you want a criminal investigation like that, that's going to be done by like Florida Department of Law Enforcement.
No, they don't do investigations.
But they do.
They actually don't. When a citizen goes to them for investigations, they rely on the report from them. You realize that Florida Department of Law Enforcement will not take a citizen's complaint as an investigation. Neither does the state attorney's office, neither does the DCF. They don't
Exactly.
They rely on law enforcement reports. That's the only way.
And so we can take a report.
But you just said it's a conflict,
and we
right?
can forward it. Correct. So here's the thing. So like we're going to make a report, right?
Why would you make a report if it's a conflict? Are you going to write it slanted towards him? Or are you going to write it slanted towards me?
No, because we have body cameras, so it's going to.
So wait. It's not a conflict of interest to take a police report on your chief, but it is a conflict of interest to put him in cuffs, to process him like any other criminal. You know, that one hurts my head. It makes my head explode. I wish I had a head exploding audio thing.
Have everything that you said on it,
Yeah.
and that's what we're going to document.
That's what I'm wondering. Like I asked him, he didn't want to be touched. You're okay to be touched.
Okay.
But when you explained to me that if I didn't want to touch, or if you didn't want to be touched, then that's a crime, right?
Could very well be considered one, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you will not place handcuffs on someone with a misdemeanor exception, and do that because it's a conflict.
At this point in time,
Then I
we would
have
not be
nothing
doing
further to say to you. I mean, if you can't provide police services for a crime that took place just because it's another one of your members of the agency, then you, Evans, are a cop, and so are you if you will not do it.
Okay. Is there anything else that we can help you with?
There's nothing. You haven't helped me with anything today at all.
Yeah, I would
period.
like to.
You
So-
can't. It's a conflict of interest, Evans.
So do you want me to contact
My
Clark County
shiny
Sheriff's and
metal
see if we can
ass.
I already asked him to do that. He told me I had to do that. You know, further aggravating a victim, if you will. He explained it's a crime. You explained it's a crime. I don't.
Damn shame. This is disgusting. And people wonder why we record the police. Because look, there's so many dirtbags within the police. Don't get us wrong. We're not anti-police. You know, we love good police officers. We run into a very few of them every now and every pink and orange and rainbow blue moon. But this type
It's the cops we hate.
Yeah.
It's the cops we hate. It's the police officers who think that they're cops. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, let us know in the chat, and I'll explain it to you guys again. But if you watched our live streams, you know that we distinguish between law enforcement officers, police officers, whatever you want, the actual legal term of them, and cops.
Hollywood cop.
And a Hollywood cop. Because cop is nothing more than a figment of Hollywood, folks. Yeah, I need to make a long form video on that.
I'm trying to give you some avenues that you can work with, okay?
Well, the avenues are that it sounds like in this county that cops find arresting another cop, especially the chief, a conflict of interest.
No, we've arrested police.
Okay, then
We're not above the law. We're not above.
yes, you
arresting
are above the
officers.
law.
Well, okay, yeah. You've arrested police after the complaint was made, turned into internal affairs. They've investigated our own, and even though we found no evidence of no wrongdoing, we had to make. We did find that there was an actual crime that we could not overlook because it was blatant, and we were forced to arrest him. That's the only time that you guys do it, is after you guys spend 12 months investigating every frame to try to explain it away.
Yeah.
And that's basically what would be happening here. Oh, it was just a friendly touch. He didn't really batter him. No, even though the police officers did agree that it was a crime, it wasn't a crime because he just he was being a good public servant and just saying hello. No.
You have the immunity of law enforcement.
Excuses,
sovereign
exactly.
immunity. I mean, you are above the law. You can't be arrested when they don't want to arrest you, and when they don't arrest you, then there's no investigation, and there's no recourse or anything like that.
So what resolution can we come to tonight to help you?
I already told
Arrest
you
him.
you cannot do that.
So, to further this conversation, where else can we go with this? Do you want me to?
I'm a regular citizen that had a battery committed on me. I don't know where to go. I relied on the law enforcement and the training that you guys.
Jeez, isn't this just embarrassing? This is just embarrassing. Yeah. Like
if he feels that it's a conflict, call the sheriff. Call a higher agency.
He should have been called automatically. Embarrassing. I would hate to be in his shoes. That's for damn sure. I would hate to be in his shoes. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be in his shoes.
That's what the sheriff's for. That's what there's levels, folks. Mm-hmm. And if a police officer can't go, yeah, I have a conflict of interest, I need to step away from it. Nobody in my department is going to be able to help because there's a conflict of interest. I need to call a higher law enforcement authority. Let's call the sheriff. But the sheriff's going to come out and go, oh, no, that's a conflict. That's something that they're going to have to handle internally. You just, you complain to their internal affairs department. The internal affairs department's going to go, this is the chief. Fuck it. Or the chief's going to come in there. The chief's going to come in there, take one look at it, and go, yeah, no, you're not going to investigate this. Gone. Who else are you going to complain to? The city manager? The city manager ain't going to do it. They're going to say, oh, you're going to complain to internal affairs. We've investigated ourselves, found no wrongdoing. Hey, Hogs14. Hey, Sacarino. Hey, welcome in. Thank you for joining us again.
Guys are Eakins. That's not Evans. Yeah. Eakins. So, there's really nothing you can do, Eakins. And McMahon, it's not related to Andrew. There's no...
He kind of looks like an older version of Christian Hoyt of the Reno Police Department.
He does.
Kind of looks like Christian Hoyt, just a little bit.
With a few extra donuts.
Yeah, few of them.
There's nothing to do. I don't know your avenues. I don't know what the avenues are. I'm here asking for the help.
So, I can reach out to Broward County Sheriff's Office, see if they'll send somebody over to do an independent.
Do it, dirtbag. You have a duty to intervene. Hurry up. Do it. Wasting time. Hurry up.
Should have done that from the beginning when you said it was a conflict of interest.
With your dinky ass uniform that we as the people paid for. Hurry up. Useless.
Investigation outside of us.
How long do you think that takes?
That I couldn't tell you. Because that's going to be dependent on them, their calls for service, and their availability.
Yeah, but anybody else would have just been arrested on the spot. So all of this cop-splaining is just dirtbagism, and you're weak. You're weak. Your breath is kicking, and you're just weak. Go home. Bye.
Hey, you kiss your mother with a mouth.
So, is that something you would like me to do?
From what you guys are telling me and what this way this county goes, I'm just wasting my time spinning wheels here.
No, I don't want to waste your time. I'm giving you an option. I'm giving you an avenue that we can work with. So if you would like, I gladly make some phone calls and see if I can get
why is it a conflict of interest? That's what I don't understand. I'm so new to this, so.
Okay. So that is my chief, correct?
Yeah.
So I answer to him.
Yep.
So
he's above the law.
No, absolutely not. It's just that is beyond my capability.
So, you have a duty to intervene. You have a duty to intervene. So if your supervisor is doing something illegal and you know about it, you have a duty to intervene and arrest him. If he is blatantly breaking the law in front of you, you will not be reprimanded. Well, I shouldn't say that, because you know how some cities are and how some police agencies are. You go to arrest your police chief, next thing you know, you report to work the next day after he gets bonded out, and you're fired. And then you have to fight through the police unions and everything, and then you'll be fighting with the police unions to get you back on the job like you should. So I understand why he doesn't want to do it. But legally speaking, he should be.
Buildings. Okay.
So you can selectively enforce those handcuffs on certain people and certain people not?
No.
Do you want to arrest the mayor because he's technically your boss's boss?
What is it you want me to answer?
How many times, are we talking about insanity, or how many times have I told you? I just wanted the law to be equally applied to everybody.
I don't blame you.
But we can't.
I'm giving you an option
And
for
you're a
us to be able
lieutenant.
to
You're
do
a
that.
lieutenant. McMahon lets people walk behind him too, doesn't turn his body camera on. Just handle that with him. You gotta turn your body camera on when you get out of the car and you have someone approaching you, okay?
Body cam's on.
No, it wasn't when you got under it.
Well, I can
There's
review that and
40
address that.
seconds of buffering, and it's muted usually like that, and it's not. And yeah, just let me know.
It's actually
You gotta-
30 seconds.
Get the whole story, nothing but the truth, right?
Do you want me to reach out to the sheriff's office for you?
I really don't think that's going to be the time frame. I've got to get myself back to.
And for what? So that he can wait 30 to 60 years for the investigation to start, and for
Chief
them
and
to
I knows where this is going to go if they get the sheriff involved.
I mean, come on,
We've
look at
already
the department.
Yeah,
Remember
we tried report. Yeah, we tried reporting police to the sheriff's department, and all we got was double talk and run around and overspeak like they're doing here, where they're saying, "Oh, there's nothing we can do about it. We can't investigate them because you got to bring it up with them. You got to go to their internal affairs department." Well, no, because they're all crooked. They're all looking out for it. They're all going to cover it up. We want you to go in there and investigate and do the investigation properly, because they're going to turn it over to somebody. And that's another thing too, folks, is here in the Washoe Valley, here in Reno area, is if they have like an officer involved shooting, sometimes they'll turn it over to Sparks PD or Carson City PD or the Washoe County Sheriff's Department for them to continue the investigation because of bias. So why don't they just accept the report to begin with? Why does it have to come from the PD in the first place? You shouldn't turn it over. You should be able to go to the next highest level of authority and go, "I have been wronged by the PD. You need to investigate." As a matter of fact, there should probably be state investigators that are detached from police that have the authority of police to go in there and arrest police.
Daytona Beach. I got to get back there.
That's a long drive. I wouldn't want to make this drive at this time.
I got autopilot, which is great.
Nice. Is it a Tesla or is it like one of those other ones that have like the lane assistant stuff?
It's one of the Cadillacs that has the Blue Cruise.
Nice. Maybe one day I'll get one of those.
What's that?
So one day I want to get one of those.
It's not bad. You probably make like 80 grand here. You could get one.
And it's usually when it's an officer involved shooting and it's to help clear their name.
I don't know. What can you
Do you want your case report number?
I mean, is it a report or is it?
No, we'll definitely be documenting.
A number?
I'll definitely write a report and document everything.
So would you like to take a report on this or no?
Would I?
So yeah, if they take a report and they give you a case number, then I would then say, okay, I'll take that information. This would be me in this situation. I would go ahead and say, yeah, give me the case number. Let me have that. I will give you my footage to prove it, and I hope that you'll turn this over to the district attorney. And if they go, no, we're not going to do that, I go, well, fine, I'll be in contact with your attorneys. Letting them know. Hogs, we must think alike, man. You know?
Would I like to take a report or would like to give a report? You would take the report, and I would give you the information to put in the report, but I guess, I mean, I don't know what to do. I don't know. You offered the county come out and do.
You want me to go make a phone call and have them come out?
I mean, I have a feeling.
I don't want to wait. I don't want you to feel like you're wasting your time. That's
Just
what I'm
call the
saying.
county
Anytime
to
you
begin
talk
with.
cops and it's cop on cop complaint, it is always a waste of time because of exactly what you said. McMahon, what do you think?
I have no idea.
Neither do I. I mean, not about him. Thanks for your help. I appreciate it.
And that's the end of that video, folks. Yeah, it was just. I know it's a touch. It was just like a little tap on the shoulder, folks. But it's the principle of the thing. And it is a battery. And again, if you go back and watch my video from Zombie Crawl, where Crazy Eyes Christensen battered me, it was just a tap on my leg, but it was still battery. If you watch, he moved that bike 3 different times. Before the third time, he battered me. And when I tried to get the supervisor to do his job and arrest his police officer for simple battery, he was arguing with me about the legalities of whether or not it was assault, because you don't cry battery, you cry assault. And it's usually the police officers who go, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, technically that's not assault, that's actually battery. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and press charges for battery. Not when it's against an officer. Again, it's ignorance of the law is no excuse of the law unless you are a police officer. Then it's called qualified immunity.
Laws for thee, not for me.
Laws are for thee, not for me. We are sovereign citizens. We investigate ourselves, and we always find no wrongdoing.
Yep.
Anyways, and all it does is just make you come in looking like a clown.
Terrible.
I love the makeup around the eyes. I love the makeup around the eye. Oh, Chief, is there anything else before we get out of here? Oh, what happened? Oh, it looks like we lost the Chief. Oh, no. We lost the Chief, folks. Oh, geez. Well, anyways, folks, it's been a wonderful night. Thank you all for joining us. If you do have a few moments, please take a look and try at our other channels down below. Looks like Chief is back.
Yeah.
Let's get him added to this stage.
Folks.
And you're a ghost, apparently. I don't have you as have you video on the screen here for some reason. Is there anything you want to say, Chief, before we head out? Oh, there you are.
Good. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. We love you guys. We appreciate all the love and support, folks.
We do it for you, folks.
Yeah, we're almost to 8 million combined views, folks. Like, we are rocking it, rolling it.
Yeah, we need to get our view tallies combined. We need to have that we need to get that added together.
And we need more members, folks. If you love our content, we need more members. They start at $1.99. It is not too much to start with, but yeah, check out those memberships. And also, we have our merch shop available as well. And
we want to point out, we started doing this recently. If we run a little extra long, sometimes we will put out a members only live stream and continue the conversation for members only. So we do have one members only live stream out there that you guys can go back and watch. It's a little bit more low key, but yeah, we thank you very much, Hogs. Greatly appreciate it. We hope you guys have a great night. Let's get out of here, Chief.
Peace.
Peace.